Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to share the paycheck to paycheck budget. My husband got paid. We're still working out. It was his first paycheck at his new job, and I want to take that income and make sure all our bills are covered and everything is still flowing smoothly. Now, I did leave a pretty significant buffer in the checking account. That's being floated from month to month until I have a better grasp on how much we have. So that is what we're doing right now. I want to go ahead and flip to my paycheck 1 page and set up paycheck 2 with you guys. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So paycheck 1, we are going to reconcile this. Now, I have not done a weekly check-in. I don't do those anymore. I might do them in the future, but I haven't quite decided. I'm still getting adjusted to a new home, new location, new family, new internet, and trying to see the limits of what I can and can't do. So what I will do is flip to our weekly check-in, because those numbers in my weekly check-in actually are the balance, the actuals for the balances for paycheck 1, and then I will get my total, and then we'll move over here to paycheck 2. So there we go. Let me go ahead and find those pages. Here we go. And weekly check-in. So weekly check-in, quite a bit of spending. I'll show you the calendar where I put everything. Now, I have spent Friday but nothing on Saturday. Today's Saturday. I will put those numbers or those stickers in when I find them. I've misplaced them for a second. I will put those in once I find them after this video. But for now, this is what we did and what I felt comfortable doing, because I did carry a good amount over from the previous month to this month, but I still gave myself a budget for each category. And I really didn't think it out through, especially the groceries, but that's okay. These are the individual spending that I did, where I got my totals from. Pink is grocery, household. Blue, which is hard to tell, is restaurant. Green, which is very close in the same color, is miscellaneous. And then this pink color, or not pink, orange color is gasoline. Right here, and it's a shorter sticker. And then unbudgeted is yellow. So I did purposely put a lot on unbudgeted just because I knew I could just pay out of savings and it was not that big a deal. We just decided to, spend while we still had it, and that's what we did here. So here we go. These are the numbers. I am over budget in groceries and I am over budget in miscellaneous. Both by over $100 each. So $206.82 over. I forgot to total that up. That's okay. I don't include the unbudgeted just because I know I'm paying with it outside of what I have planned. So I'll just take care of it another way. But I always know when I use my unbudgeted, I always have the cash for it. So I would not let it go on budget unless I knew I had cash for it. So these are the totals I have left. So we are working with $498.19 this week, just for the week. And then I will give myself another amount, whatever I spent, and then carry it to the next week. I love doing it this way. It keeps me in check as far as how we're spending. So these are the numbers we're going to be looking for on my paycheck 1. And this is why I like using this. So paycheck 1, I'll get to that. All right, here we go. I'm going to pop these pages out and then I'm going to zoom you guys in and we are going to do the numbers, and I'm going to go ahead and fill a lot of this in and go ahead and set up paycheck 2, and we will just go from there. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So here is paycheck 1. I did make some adjustments. Before I had come on camera and I was working the budget yesterday and make sure I had my numbers right, I realized I doubled something. So I thought I had to do an adjustment here where I had to add income to make it all balanced, like I didn't balance enough forward or something like that from the previous month. But that wasn't the case. Actually, I had a shortfall in the adjustment that I didn't carry over properly. It's still a balance forward, but I had to do it negative, not positive. So when I look at my paycheck one, I have one section is positive, where you add everything that's coming in, and then you have one section that is negative and everything that is going out. So what I had to do was what I had to do was do an adjustment of $19.12, because that's what I was off based on my bank account. I tried to run my budget sheets as close to the bank account as possible. And this is just, when I say paycheck one, this is my this is my checking account with my husband. So that's where the number needs to balance from, and that's where the money comes in and out of. So that's very important to me. So I have it balanced and have it matching the bank account even closer than I did the previous month. And when you do a transition like a move, or you are on vacation and doing all kinds of stuff and a lot of things are happening, there are going to be times where you're going to have to make adjustments just to make it work, because you didn't realize money was going in or out in a certain way, and it just kind of was like, whoop, where did it all go? What happened? So yeah, that's where I kind of had to be careful with. As I showed you my weekly check-in, here are the numbers. I just transferred them over for paycheck one. Now paycheck two will have week 2 and week 3 of my weekly check-in combined, because that's what it covers. I have my weekly check-ins go from Friday to Thursday, because my husband gets paid on Fridays, except for his first government checks of the month, and then I just kind of adjust from there. So I am balancing forward from paycheck one to paycheck two, $4,050.16. That was what was in my checking account to balance forward. And now we're moving on to paycheck two. Now I filled in the names of the bills. And I do apologize if I sound a little nasally. My husband's cutting grass, and apparently it's affecting my sinuses or something. So here we go. So let me see, can I get us zoomed in even? Okay, here we go. So paycheck two, balance forward. I took that number that I ended paycheck one with down here at the bottom, that matched my bank account. And that is very critical when you're doing paycheck to paycheck budgeting. You need to know what you have in your account. And then I added my husband's salary. Now this won't be the final salary check. He had, this is a full paycheck, but we're having things that are going to be drafted out. So this number will drop probably. Roth IRA, things like that. We're going to adjust the taxes and make sure that we are paying where we need to correctly. So if you see differences in the future, that's what we're working on right now. Okay, so HP Instant Ink. So I use Instant Ink for printing these budget sheets and just everyday printing here in my household. I lowered my subscription because, I wasn't printing as much, or I didn't print while we were moving. So $6.35. And this may drop even more as time goes on. I am not sure. Because I'm no longer printing my own sheets. I'm planning to get stickers and go back to that just for a change. I think I need that in my life right now. It's just really, so much is changing, and what I was doing before that was so rhythm and creating budget sheets, I'm just not in a creative process right now. So I need to have done for me, and that's going to be very important. Tithing, we prayed about it, and I think I moved over. We're moving it into savings for right now until we find our church. It's $271 is what we're doing. And then when God lets us know, this is what we prayed about, this is what he's brought to our attention, so that's what we're doing for paychecks for right now. And then once we know where he wants us to tithe it, then that's where it will go. But for now, it's just sitting in savings, which is not a big deal. He has plans for it. I'm just waiting to hear. The waiting sometimes, the discipline of waiting and waiting on God is a big deal. It really, really is. And he wants us to obey him and that kind of thing. Geico, $130.63. And next month it's going to go up $20 more. I don't know. It's more expensive to have car insurance here. Life insurance stayed the same, $87.56. And then electric is $67.37. And then Discovery Plus is $6.99. My son loves that channel. This is my husband's. It's $39.17. iTunes is $2.99. CKY landfill. So this is our trash. I probably should just put trash instead of writing it up, but that's okay. $43.46. Now this is for possibly not even a whole month, maybe a month. And we pay it quarterly. So I will be putting into a sinking fund, and then quarterly we'll be pulling out. Now that I know this number, I'm going to triple it and put that in the savings account. And that way when it comes up, I can just move on from there. Amazon Prime, this is a sinking fund. It is going to be charged. I think I have it charged in, can't remember if it was checking account or credit card. It doesn't matter. We still have to pay it. $139 annual. And I have made them work hard for this $139. They have sent packages every other day. I keep ordering for the house, and yeah, and we watch on Amazon Prime almost every day. I mean, just, it's something that we use all the time. Now, the weekly check-in, I balanced forward what the, am I even on camera? I'm sorry. Grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, and gasoline would look like for the week, but not for the paycheck. So the numbers you're going to see here are going to be that plus whatever a second week is going to be. So I expect, or I hope to stay within next 2 weeks over the paycheck period, $455.51. That is what I have budgeted and balanced forward. I might go over that because I'm learning here that the grocery prices are a lot higher on the items we typically buy than they were in Virginia, where we were at on the coast. So just for example, my son loves Chex cereal for breakfast, and I would buy a family size box, and I would spend $4.38 on the family size, which was the largest size I could get in my grocery store. Here it's a $5.06. That's a huge difference. I mean, it's a $10, over $10 for 2 boxes. So I'm not sure how to feel about that. And a lot of things are like that. And I'm trying to find coupons and cheaper deals and cheaper grocery stores, but I don't think I'm going to find those prices again. I will miss that. So $271.38 is what we're budgeting for 2 weeks for eating out. So we're not eating out as much, which is a good thing. Miscellaneous, $169.41. So I've used up and overspent in the previous paycheck, so I'm giving myself less, hoping I stay in budget. But when you have plenty of savings, sometimes it's really hard, or a large buffer in your checking account is really hard. It's really, really hard to stay within that. So, and I haven't even made it to Home Goods or Hobby Lobby yet. So that's not good. I do budget plenty for gasoline, $3.06. Now I'm not driving very much, except for the grocery store and back, and local, and zero here. But my husband does go to work back and forth every day. It's not that far, but it's far enough that it eats up gas. So, you know, there's that. So now, oh my, I need to find a calculator. So I will be right back, and I'm going to give you these totals because I don't have a calculator and I can't do it on camera. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I have my numbers here. My total is down here. It was $1,997.70, leaving me with $4,763.05. Now, that's a very large buffer, and I'd like to reduce that, but I don't know how much just yet. So what I think I'm going to do is sit down with my husband and go, okay, how much should we transfer into savings, and we'll just put it back into the like an emergency fund category so that this money is protected and saved well, because the whole point of doing these budgets is to steward your money well, whether you're a faith-based person or not. I do this in conjunction with my faith in God, so I want to steward God's God's money well. And that's why I do this. And that's why it's important to me to do this, because I want him to be proud that we are thinking things through and taking care of what he desires us to take care of. He has plans for us, and I would like to be a part of it. I would like to be actively participating. And I can't give and be open with my hands to give where he wants me to give if I don't steward things well, and if I don't take care of other things in my life. So that is kind of where faith and budgeting in my life come to a head, and how I see things. So yeah, that's just kind of how I see it. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pop these sheets back in my notebook, and I will be right back. Okay, there we are. Paycheck 1 taken care of, closed out. Paycheck 2 started. Actuals are already in the works. I know I have already taken care, well, I've already seen this charge go through. These are automatic. I have gone completely automatic in my bills. Everything's coming out automatically since we moved, and I have set it up that way. So I do know everything is pretty much going to happen. I just have to check the bank account on a very regular basis so I can do my budget and make sure I don't miss anything. I don't want to have those kind of issues. So there's that. And if anything else comes in money wise, I can put that there. I have a couple extra lines there. And then, so that has already been done. The $271 tithing, like I said, I put into savings. That's been done. And then it's very important to mark the actuals, to remind yourself, what are you doing? What are you stewarding? What are you taking care of? So, and then this, just because we got the bill right away and we had the cash in the account, we went ahead and took care of that. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk today. Must be the allergies. So that was taken care of. This will come out next week, and then the rest of these I'll take care of as they happen, because they're set up on auto pay as well. And then the only thing I really have to focus my numbers on are my spending categories, and I only have 4. Grocery, household, well, kind of 5. I don't know why I say kind of, definitely 5, but I like to try to fine tune and hone what my specific numbers are for grocery, household. That will have to fluctuate. I think I'll probably end up going $1,200 or more a month for that as I get adjusted living to a new house. We've only been in the house maybe 2 or 3 weeks now. Let's see, restaurants, miscellaneous, and then gasoline for our vehicles, and then unbudgeted. Anything can go in on unbudgeted. And as long as you know what your cash is available, you can kind of take care of it. This doesn't look like a zero-based budget, but it really is, because this part right here is always the buffer in my checking account, and that's what it's assigned to, unless I use it unbudgeted. So that's the only thing I have to really pay attention to very drastically. So, and when I go over in these categories, that's what this is for. That's why I like to keep a buffer in the account, but I don't like to keep this large of a buffer. So my husband and I will talk about that. I'll put market here, and just like I put 0 for unbudgeted here, I don't plan for it. I'm not planning on how much I'm moving over into savings, but whatever I do, I'll make a note of it here and then put the actual amount and then balance it next time for the next paycheck to paycheck. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.